The U.S. coastal workers are going on strike because they're getting unfair wages, and that's not good. They want a thriving wage instead of a living wages, so this will have a deep impact on the greater bulk of commodities in the U.S. You're going to see an increase in prices across the board. The strike starts tomorrow, so I'd recommend going to the grocery store today, like right now. Click off the video and go to the grocery store and stock up right now. I mean toiletries, I mean toothpaste, I mean things of that variety, because the strike is indeed happening, and you would be wise to go and get that stuff. If you just came for the informational portion of the video, it's the Longshoresmen Group, and they are upset. They want 77% increase of wages over the course of 5 years, and every single day that they do not deliver reports, this could estimatedly be a loss of $5 billion in U.S. economy revenue and $7 billion in the GDP overall during the weekly if this strike continues for a long time. They just want negotiations. So, if you're just here for the information, that's all the information. Now you're here for me. Hey guys, I'm super excited about this. This is so good. I am always saying, with my whole chest, my whole soul, my whole being, with my whole power, with every fiber of my being, I am always saying that you should fight for what you believe in. I say this all the time. Stand in solidarity for what you want to. People that, we should boycott McDonald's. We should take out Starbucks. I need you to fight for it. I need you to fight for it. I need you to march in the streets. Nah, I need you to march. I need you to attack. I need you to strike. I need you to go nuts, sicko mode, and crazy. I need you to go loose and screw loose inside of your brain. I need you to strike when an iron is hot. Strike when an iron's cold. Strike, gather people, all the people at the same time. We have the power as people to make something happen. And the greatest players in this is the start of a revolution. And I'm not talking about a revolution, a civil war, something of that variety. I'm not talking about right versus left. I'm not talking about the gays versus the straights. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this is the perfect time to eat the rich. Oh, this is what I mean when I say eat the rich. People are going to be shaking in their boots. We can't get port imports. We, the people, are going to suffer because of this. Because the people are not getting paid well. I remember one of my friends said, why didn't you tip that waitress? I said, I don't tip that much. I don't have enough money. Oh, then we shouldn't have went out to eat. I said, I should still be able to eat. Even if I don't tip, that seems to be fair to me. He said, no, I'll tip for her. I said, okay, do you even have enough money to tip? He said, I got it. Week later, he's saying, hey man, I ain't got enough money for rent. I said, why? Is because you tipped the waiter $40 because you wanted her number? He said, I tip a lot at places. I eat out a lot. I just tip and it's messing me up. If you are poor and keep perpetually giving to a system that encourages people to be poor, to be poor, to be poor, you will continue to be poor. Now, I'm not saying be a jackhole about tipping and say, oh, I'll never tip. That's messed up. If you have the money, you should give the money, obviously. If you have the money, you should give the money. But if you don't have the money, then by all means, don't force yourself to give just because you're trying to be a good Samaritan and feel some moral obligation. That's ridiculous. What servers should do is go on strike. You know how horrifying it'd be if every single server across the entire nation decided to not serve people anymore? That'd be beautiful. Oh, I'd go over the moon. I'd be crazy about it. I'd say, oh, well, they're fighting for what they believe in. By all means, I'll grab the food myself. All the companies would say, well, we need servers to deliver the food. We need that. The chefs will go on strike. The cooks will go on strike because the food's not being put out, because the chefs aren't going to make the food and bring it to you. That's two separate jobs. The chefs make the food, and then they don't have to be personable. They don't want to be personal. Most chefs are introspective. They are introverts. They say to themselves, I don't want to deal with customers. I just want to make the food, give it out, bada bing, bada boom. Boom, easy, super simple. The servers have to be nice. They have to be so nice and polite and pleasant. They have to do that in order to get a tip. Because they have no other incentive to do that, by the way. No other incentive at all. Because if you don't tip, they're just mean to you. They're just rude and mean. They barely get you boxes. They don't give you condiments. They don't do anything. If you don't give them a tip, they're just mean. That's what's happened in most of my experience. I've tested it out. I've been testing it for 5 years to see if it has any difference. I used to be a prolific tipper. I really was. And now, I just try my best not to, because Starbucks added tips. I can tip at self-checkout. I just want to see. Oh, I just want to see what we can do as a people, as a collective, as a unit, as a group. Because as you see all around me, all these news articles, all these things that are happening. Oh, the port workers, they're closing everything down. Oh, we're going to increase in wages. Oh, it's going to be horrible. I'm going to explain it in layman's terms so you can understand it as simple as possible. I want you to imagine that this piece of gum that I have in my pocket right here, this piece of gum is $5. It's $5 to get a pack of these pieces of gum. And I love buying this gum because it's great to have. I like chewing on things. It's a good oral stimulation for myself. I appreciate it. I like it. So, I need to get this gum. So, what do I do? What do I do is simple and easy. I outsource to China. China makes the gum for 10 cents. So, China is getting a profit of 5 USD. 5 cents in USD. So you're fine. China's getting their profit. So China sends it over. The port people get $2 per gum pack. And then the distributor, Amazon, gets $1. And then the person who made the gum gets $1.50. Yeah, $1.50. And the 45 cents is up in the air. So everybody is getting money. Now, take away China. We don't get that import anymore. We don't get that gum anymore. So the gum we do have is now more valuable. So it increases in prices. And you've seen what happens with scalpers with PS5s. Oh, you've seen what happened. Oh, they go crazy. They buy it all up just to make it cost more. People are going to buy up a lot of stuff like toilet paper and stuff like that and sell it for crazy prices. This is a lot of people's come up. This is also a lot of people's worst nightmare. If you go to the store and see that toilet paper is now $75, you're going to buy it from that guy that's selling it for $40 when it's only a few rolls. During COVID, people were selling toilet paper. People were selling toilet paper for $5 a roll. It was crazy. It was psychotic. It's like those guys that sell eggs because they have a chicken, but they sell them for really cheap. But these guys know they have a limited commodity. They don't have an endless egg making machine. There's no endless supply. They don't covet the entire market. They now have to buy in bulk, buy in all refuse. They have to buy and make it bad for everybody else. So guess what? Guess what? It's going to get horrible. Oh, it's going to get crazy. We're going to see the nature of true people come out. We're going to see chaos. We're going to see nonsense unfold. We're going to see prices go up like crazy. And this may be the spark. This could be it. I am so excited. I'm jubilous, some J word, jovial. That's what I'm looking for. I'm jovial about this. Oh, I can feel it coursing through my veins. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body, all over my back, all over my butt crack about this. I can feel something happening, and it makes me so happy that it's happening because people are sick of not getting paid correctly. Jeep did it with their strikes. I believe next week they're reorganizing the contract for Jeep. The port workers are doing it because we're not getting paid enough. The federal minimum wage, I think, is like $8.10, maybe $7.25. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it on screen right now. Look, that's the federal minimum wage right now. That's the federal minimum wage, guys. I know in Michigan, where I live at, Detroit, it is $10.10. $10.10. That's all it is. $10.10. That's not enough to live. That's not enough to thrive. That's not enough. In order to live in Michigan, you need to make $16 an hour, realistically. If you want to have a studio apartment and not struggle paycheck to paycheck, you need at least 16. If you want a studio apartment and you don't drink and you don't smoke and you don't eat out a lot and you cook all your meals by yourself, that's if you do all those requirements. Now, if you want to go out and eat and drink, you might need to make $22 an hour to be reasonable. To be able to save for the future, to be able to be fine and dandy, that would be $22 an hour. But if you want to thrive, $25, $26 an hour, maybe even $30. I know what you're saying. Doctors deserve that wage. Doctors deserve that wage. Shut up. I need you to shut up. I need you to shut up for 3 seconds. I need you to just shut up and listen to me for a moment. Back when I was growing up, I could buy 4 bags of hot Cheetos for $1. If I go to the store right now, $1 gets me 2 bags of chips. But if I want to buy a singular bag of chips, it is 79 cents. 79 cents. Honey buns, oatmeal cream pies, cosmic brownies. I could buy 4 of those for $1. Now all of them are $1. All of them are $1. The big bags of chips, the really big bags, those used to be just $1. They were a commodity and a luxury. I discovered one day, I poured out all 4 bags of my hot Cheetos and bought 1 big bag and compared them, that if you get 4 small bags of hot Cheetos, it is significantly more than buying that $1 bag. And I was super excited about that. I thought I discovered gravity or air travel or something like that. I thought I discovered cosmic fusion. That's what I thought I discovered. The price of minimum wage back then was $7.25. The minimum wage now, I'm sure, is somewhere around $8.10. Nothing has changed for how much we make, but everything around us costs more. A McChicken used to be $1. A McChicken used to be $1. Now, a McChicken is $3.79. Now on the app, if you go on there, it's $3.79. We are suffering because companies are greedy. Now, we all suffer together until we can get it fixed. That is how we change. I am willing to stand in solidarity with these U.S. port workers. I am willing to unionize. I am willing to do this if it means the future will be great. I am sick of suffering and struggling. It disgusts me. I hate every moment of it. Every second I think about how people are so easy to lay down and die like a dog instead of standing and dying like a hero. I am sick of this. Oh, I'm going to suffer for a few weeks, a few months, Who cares? This isn't about you. It's about us. Grow up.